when I was young, we went fishing, um, but stream fishing. Dad didn't like lake fishing. He liked to sit around. So we fished the stream. That's how I was raised. And bird hunting. Dad wasn't a big hunter. Uh, Grandpa Jake was also a butcher. So they hunted, his boys hunted deer and stuff. So Dad would go, just because he married the oldest girl, So, um, but he didn't take us uh, deer hunting. I finally got him to take me one time, and we got this little. He actually shot it. I had a little 22 rifle, and he had his Winchester, and he let me shoot first, but I didn't hit it, or if I hit it, I didn't even know it. My mom had to work the garden, and she had to go out and milk the cow, and had to go out. She was the oldest girl of 8 kids, and so and her and her dad were like best friends. They go horseback riding, but by the time Mom met Dad, she had enough of all that. She didn't want it. She knew how, but she didn't have. She didn't want to have anything to do with going out and killing a chicken to make dinner and stuff. She'd done enough of that. So, yeah, I basically got raised a city boy, even though it was a small city. I remember Dad took me out to the Harrington. He wouldn't let me go until I was 9, and I had just no, it's just going to be 9. I was 8 years old, and it was branding season, and so he was going out like he did every year, and so we went out. I talked him in and let me go with them, and of course they got up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Breakfast was on the table because they were getting ready to go out, and they had just brought in all the horses. They turned them loose for the winter, and they had just brought them all back in, so they were partially broke. And so you get on those horses, and you had to know how to ride them. And I talked Dad into letting me go, and we got out there, and he got my horse saddled for me. I was freezing, and I was kicking myself for even asking to go, And I did the same thing early morning fishing. I didn't like the cold, and I didn't like being wet, And so he let me go anyways, and I get up on the horse, and he said, "You're all set?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Now hold on to those reins tight. Don't let them go down." There was a water trough right there by the barn. "Don't let them go after that water. You're in control of them, And I said, "Okay." And he turned around and get up on his foot as he threw his leg over his horse. My horse decided it wanted a drink, and so it just went for a drink, and at the same time it bucked, and I went right up, boom, into the barn and head first into the water trough. And so my dad jumped off and pulled me out, and Aunt Tommy, Uncle Albert's wife, and the girls were all there, watching, making sure everybody had their lunch in their saddlebags and all that kind of stuff. And so I didn't get to go round up cattle for Brandon. I had to go in and get changed and warmed up, and so I spent the rest that morning out there watching the cats chase the mice around the hay barn and stuff.